In Ephesians 6:10 through 18, Paul tells the church of Ephesus that they are in a battle, not in a battle of flesh and blood, but an unseen spiritual battle. He tells them it is necessary to equip themselves with armor, and in this case, the whole armor of God. He describes many necessary components to survive in our hostile world. At each of these stations of this walk of devotion, we hope to equip you with each piece of this armor that the Apostle Paul describes. As we travel through life, we have contemplated some of life's difficult questions. Some of these are focused on the existence and nature of God, while other questions center on the human condition. One of these big questions is, how could a loving God? Human suffering is extremely hard to accept, especially where innocent children are involved. Sometimes we even blame God for stuff he didn't cause. Much of the most offensive suffering is caused by other human beings and their bad choices, and we blame God, saying, "Why does God allow this to happen to me?" The Bible pinpoints the cause of suffering. When Adam and Eve ate the fruit of the forbidden tree, not only did they fall into sin, they died spiritually that very day. Many years later, they died physically as well. By obeying Satan, they turned over their own soul and the soul of all of their descendants, including us, to the enemy, Satan, setting him up as the ruler in their life, but also the ruler in the world. Satan's bondage of darkness and death spread into their hearts. As a byproduct of their sin, they also thrust the world into that evil and suffering. So why didn't God stop all this before it started? Surely God knew it was going to happen. God didn't want to create robots by forcing us to obey him. So instead of stopping it, he decided to use it to teach us real love. Real love is a choice. There is no way we could ever know real love without the power to choose the opposite of life, the path of selfishness. To really love, we must be able to choose not to love. To some, this may seem overly simplistic. However, if we explore the depths and the awesome power of our own choice, we will find the answer to many of life's most basic questions. There is a question, however, we seldom consider as we think of our desperate condition. Why would God choose to participate in our sufferings? God knew we were born to sin, and without him there was no hope of redemption. So he participated in our human experience when he came down to earth. He did so to buy us back from Satan and evil. The soul that sins must die, but he came to die in our place. In our selfish condition, we were confronted with a truly loving God who participates in our suffering in order to bring us back to himself. He shows us the most loving act ever done when he died in our place on the cross. Knowing all of this about our God, we can be equipped with the belt of truth. The truth of the sacrificial, loving nature of our God is at the center of our protection from the world. Just as the belt is tied at the waist and holds everything together, so our whole world is held together by the truth of a loving God.